Ready? 61 and 61. This is what it's all about. Today, Rodney Matthews here with me again at the factory. We're going to go over one of the, let's just dust it off. There's a whole bunch of literature up here in the shelves that nobody's reading anymore, and there's classics. There's classics, and you guys are just skimming over them. You're going to the computer right away. There's classics there that you can pull from. Classic holds, classic wrestling strategies, atomic drops, slingshots. I've said this a million times before. Cross bodies. They're not used enough. This is the basics of our wrestling. And no kid knows what these are. So if you actually pulled them out, it would actually get a good reaction, because this is where it comes from. This is where we started. So today is the old classic of dusting off. It is the abdominal stretch. Many variations of the abdominal stretch. Zack Sabre Jr., if you check him out, he does a million of them. One of the greatest at it. He's very wiry, gets around. I personally know the man knows his abdominal stretches. Check him out online. Great, super great talent. Today we're going to go with the very basic one. We're going out of the basic, out of the lockup. We're going to go with an abdominal stretch. That's how we're starting. But later on in the 61, we'll go over a couple more variations. Okay, so today what I'm going to do is we're going to lock up, and I'm going to give you the step-by-step into an abdominal stretch. So once we lock up here, me and Rodney Matthews are going to lock up. The first thing we're going to do is take that left hand and shoot it over the top. It's got to go over your left shoulder. Once it's over the left shoulder, and you see my feet have already positioned, is when you lock up, your left leg's ahead, but your legs should be equally balanced. That's your footwork coming into place. What we're going to do is we're going to step ahead with our left between his legs as we pull. So as we pull at his shoulder, at his collar, because we have his collar still, is we're going to step ahead. Wham! That takes him off balance, and that gives us our balance. The idea is so we want to make sure that we get that hook. Once we're hooked in there, important guys, make sure you get that left leg hooked first. What you can do is you can lean on the body. You can lean on the body and you have him here. Once we're in position, all it is about that struggle to get that arm. And once we have the arm, we have him in the right position. So we can work over the rib cage as much as we want. It's hard to do nowadays because nobody works the ribs anymore. They don't hit the core. They go with the basics of just using the arm, and that's about it. Head and arm usually. Expand your knowledge. Expand how you can work a guy over just using his rib cage. Bret Hart was great at it. Zack Sabre's great at it. He's a modern day guy. Check him out. Gresham's another guy that's really solid. So we'll show up 50%. We're going to lock up here. Boom. Once we do, that left arm's going to go over the top, and as you step, you got to pull. You got to pull and get yourself in position. This way you will knock yourself off balance. Matt's got to stay a real good base with you. The old Rodney Matthews here is going to take his arm and bend it back. This is our abdominal stretch. Elbow in there. You can have it here. If you're a heel, you can grab those ropes. Many variations. They're all coming. 61 and 61. Subscribe.